When people talk about Overtown today, they usually talk about what was lost. But before there was loss, there was greatness. Before there was an expressway, there was excellence. And before people called it historic Overtown, they called it the Harlem of the South. But why? If I asked you why Overtown earned that nickname, what would you say? Was it because famous entertainers came here? Because of the music? Or because of the nightlife? The truth is, they're all a part of the story. But Overtown didn't earn its reputation after the sun went down. By day, these streets were filled with Black-owned hotels, restaurants, doctors' offices, law firms, churches, banks, businesses, and entrepreneurs who built one of the most successful Black communities in South Florida despite the barriers of segregation. This wasn't simply where Black Miami lived. It was where Black Miami thrived. Then, as the sun went down, the neighborhood transformed. And during segregation, Black entertainers could perform on Miami Beach, but when the curtain closed, they couldn't stay in the very hotels where they had just entertained audiences. So they made their way to Overtown. Not because it was their only option, but because it had already become the place to be. Night after night, the neighborhood came alive. Music poured from clubs, restaurants stayed busy, the streets buzzed with conversation, and names like Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole, Count Basie, and Cab Calloway became a part of Overtown's story. But here's the part I think we've gotten backwards. Those entertainers didn't make Overtown great. Overtown attracted greatness because it already was. People like Dana Dorsey were investing in housing, education, and opportunity. Visionaries like Clyde Killens were creating spaces where culture could flourish. Black-owned businesses were serving their community, families building their lives here, and together they created a neighborhood that earned that nickname, the Harlem of the South. Then, everything changed. The construction of Interstate 95 cut through the heart of Overtown, displacing thousands of residents and forever changing one of America's most vibrant Black communities. Many businesses closed, families were forced to relocate, and even today, Overtown continues to navigate redevelopment, gentrification, and difficult conversations about growth, preservation, and community. Those conversations are real, and here's what I don't want us to forget. Overtown isn't just a story about what was lost. It's also a story about what remains. Walk those streets today and you'll still find pieces of the neighborhood that earned the name Harlem of the South. The Lyric Theater, the Dorsey House, the historic Black Police Precinct, historic churches, homes, businesses, and the streets where generations of Black Miamians built a community that changed this city forever. Many of these places were still standing because people fought to protect them. Community leaders, residents, preservationists. Organizations like the Black Archives, Overtown Corner, Center for Black Innovation, and the Overtown Performing Arts Center, and so many others continue investing in the neighborhood's future while honoring its past. Because preserving history isn't just about saving old buildings. It's about protecting the stories they still have to tell. Today, Overtown continues to evolve. New businesses are opening. Historic buildings are being restored, and visitors are discovering the neighborhood for the first time. And longtime residents continue ensuring that Overtown's future is shaped with its history in mind. So yes, Overtown earned the name Harlem of the South. Not because famous entertainers came here. They came here because Overtown had already become a place worth coming to. And more than a century later, many of those stories are still standing. You just have to know where to find them.